Hello, this is Lord Shell, writer, artist, and general loudmouth. Uh, this video I'm talking about the dreaded bane of all role-playing groups, the ever-popular and sometimes insurmountable Munchkin. For those of you who don't know what the term means, maybe it's a little dated. Other terms: rules rapists, rules lawyers, Twinks, abusers, whatever. It's the players who, for whatever reason, whatever psyche that they've developed, they feel the need to find every possible loophole in the rules and abuse the living hell out of them. Now, there's a wide spectrum of Munchkins out there. They come from the relatively annoying to the insufferable, and I think I've pretty much experienced all of them. Now, how do you deal with Munchkins? As other players or a game master, either way your options are fairly limited. Now, I've run into plenty of players and game masters who think, oh, no, there's a way to handle this in-game. As someone who's run games for, dear God, over 30 years now, I have come to the inalterable conclusion that you cannot deal with these people in-game. You just can't. Because it's a no-win scenario. If you spend all of your time neutralizing the Munchkin, you can come up with all sorts of wild rules variations or scenarios or specific changes to throw into the game to try to neutralize them. You've defeated your own purpose because they want the attention and you're basically giving it to them. Okay? All the other players are going to suffer because you're spending all of your attention on neutralizing the Munchkin, so they get less. And the other way to go is just ignore them and hope it goes away, although it won't. Then he'll run roughshod over your game and abuse the hell of it, and you'll still be screwed. There's really no way to deal with it in game. Okay. Now there are some marginal Munchkins I've run into that you could deal with and reason with in game, and eventually they get to the point they mature or whatever. But a lot of them, this is a standard technique of how they play. The hardcore Munchkins, there's really only one option that you have, and that's deal with it out of game. You need to sit them down and explain to them what a lot of them don't realize, and that is their Munchkining hurts the other players. They're not just doing this because they can get to win the game. They're hurting other players. Their actions are harming the enjoyment of the rest of the group and the game master, and a lot of them don't even realize that. Now, some of them you can sit down and explain to your blue in the face and it will do zero good, and really your only option at that point is just kick them out of the game. And I don't like doing this because a lot of times these people that are completely insufferable Munchkins in-game are perfectly normal outside the game. Their psychosis only manifests when those dice are rolling and the Funyuns are being munched, and everyone's got their character sheet out, and all of a sudden they turn from a normal person to Munchkin, who's going to wreck your game. So, and if you're going to deal with them outside of the game, don't have the other players around. If you're the game master and you want to talk to them, take them out somewhere. Go to a coffee bar or just another room or whatever, and you need to sit them down and explain, like, look, you need to change what you're doing because you're harming everyone else in the game. You're ruining everyone else's enjoyment of the game. So if you don't stop, I'm going to be forced to kick you out of the game. I'm not going to run a game if you're in it. And it's just that simple. And a lot of times that hurts people's feelings and can destroy friendships. So it's a tricky situation. I understand. But really, that's, in my experience and in my evaluation, that's really your only viable option to deal with these people. If they're just hardcore Munchkins, if they're just game wrecker, rules abusers Munchkins, you got to deal with it out of game, because in game, it never works out. No matter how good you think you are, won't work. That's my 2 cents worth on Munchkins. If you like my video, please like it down there. Rate it even if you hate it. There's also the subscribe button down here. And please buy my books. All 3 of them. Links to them are down here. And that's all. Thank you.